This is Kevin, and welcome to the first video of ChainTrek as we learn about CryptoCup. But before we do so, I just wanted to say, hey, please subscribe if you like this video. We're going to be diving into more innovative, real-life products on blockchain moving forward, and subscribing will keep you in the loop. I also want to give just a very quick background on myself. I'm a blockchain enthusiast. I've been interested in this space since early 2017. I had purchased Ether ignorantly, didn't really know what it was back in the fall of 2016. And when that price started to really climb, I really wanted to understand what Ethereum was. And by doing so, I also dove deep into the blockchain. I just became fascinated by the people, the companies, the use cases involved. And at that point, I also decided I wanted to transition my career into the blockchain space. So I've been really fortunate. I got a job with a company called Decent, really awesome team. We build blockchain products for startups and companies that are looking to utilize the technology. If you're interested in that, I'll put a link at the bottom. Please reach out to us. But back to ChainTrek, when I was doing this research phase, I realized a lot of the discussion was built around cryptocurrencies, the memes, the Lambos, the moon, everything like that. Whether or not Bitcoin's going to hit $50,000 by the end of 2018, all of those James Altucher banner ads of this is how I make so much money on Bitcoin. But I really wanted to focus on the technology, and so that's the goal of ChainTrek, is to highlight those innovative technologies that are live today, not white papers that are planning to put out some crazy innovative technology on blockchain, but things that you can go onto right now and utilize and use. So today we're starting with CryptoCup. It's something that was introduced to me from my high school track coach, actually. He's a good friend now. He knows I love Ethereum, and he sent me a link to CryptoCup, and it is a prediction market where users can log on and make predictions for the World Cup. Now, I apologize, I'm putting this video out a little bit late. By the time it comes out, it will probably be Wednesday, June 13th. The World Cup actually begins Thursday, June 14th. So if you happen to see this video within a few hours of me posting it on the 13th, you can still participate, because I believe you can still utilize CryptoCup until about 11:59 Eastern on the 13th. If you see it after, though, check out CryptoCup anyways, see what happened with everything. And I'm sure the team is going to venture off and do more similar blockchain products with Ethereum for maybe other sports or just other soccer tournaments. So they seem to be destined for some greatness. So without further ado, let's hop into CryptoCup and see how it works. All right, so here we are on the CryptoCup main page, the home page, CryptoCup.io. And you can see we can instantly get started by playing now. Now, before we begin, there's two prerequisites as far as what you need in order to make this work. The first one is obviously Ether tokens. You need that in order for this to work, as well as MetaMask. So MetaMask is really easy to use. If you go to metamask.io, you can, if you don't have it already, quickly install it into Chrome, and then it will enable you to transact Ether to CryptoCup, because it is on the Ethereum mainnet. If we scroll down, you can see here we have about a little bit over 50 Ether has been contributed to this pool. Now, this with where Ether currently is, as far as the last time I checked was this morning, but that's roughly $25,000. You can see here there were different thresholds for different entry fees. So right now, because we're nearing the end, we're at about 0.15 Ether in order to enter and submit a tournament CryptoCup token. Now, I do have to apologize. I'm putting this out Wednesday the 13th, pretty close to the deadline. You can see here we have about 6 hours right now. By the time I upload this, I'm sure it'll be closer to 5 hours. Hopefully one or two people will be able to find this video, understand how to use this pretty quickly, and we'll get on and use it. But if not, like I said already, it seems like a really awesome team. At the very least, you'll be able to see how all of this worked. We can see some token statistics from all the entries so far, and just some other basics about the system. Now, we're going to hop in and get started. You can see I already have one CryptoCup token created where I have Spain as my winner, Brazil as my second place, Germany third, Uruguay as fourth, and then you also predict how many red cards and how many yellow cards there will be in the whole World Cup. So I guessed 247 for yellows and 21 for red. Now, I'm an ignorant American. I really don't know much about worldwide soccer. I do love the passion that fans have worldwide for their country's teams. Unfortunately, the USA is not in this, but it'll be still fun to follow. But if I click on that, you can also see it gives me a breakdown of all the predictions I made. Again, I really don't know much, so if anything stands out as just a crazy prediction, it's just me not knowing who's really that good. But I mean, I know a little bit, so I just kind of guessed for the most part, and we'll see what happens. But I'll show you what it looks like to make one of these tokens. I'm not actually going to submit it because I already did. At the time, in the time in which I developed that, it was 0.11 ETH, so that was roughly $55 USD, and now because it's 0.55, we're looking at roughly $75 USD. So I just want to submit one personally, but I'll still show you what the system looks like. So here we can choose to do two different types of tokens. One is a full prediction where we go through each individual game. That's going to generate what the bracket will look like, and then we can decide a winner from there. Or if we want to just really quickly decide a winner, a second place, a third place, a fourth place, the system will generate the rest of, here I can show you really quick. Let's say, again, I'm just clicking random teams, generate, and it's going to give us a very quick prediction as if those are our winners, this is what the different groups will look like, and then we can build our token. But I'm going to show you what it looks like to actually go through and select each individual game. So we just type in different scores, and it's going to generate the leaders for each group, which will then generate the bracket. I'm going to fast forward this portion so you don't get bored by watching me enter all these. All right. So to be honest, I was just hitting random numbers, generated each winner of each game, the score for each game. That then gave us the leaders for each group, and I believe the top two from each group move on to the bracket. So when I'm all set with my scores, and if I wanted to, I can go back and edit specific scores. I'm going to click next. This brings us to the bracket, and then this is where we select the winners of each individual game. And again, this was all just kind of random, so don't hate on me too much if some of these outcomes are absurd. All right, so we selected Argentina as our winner, Mexico in the final match will come in second, Japan in third, and Russia, the home host country, coming in fourth. We select next, and this is where we select the amount of yellow cards and the amount of red cards. Here, let's just, looking at historical data of the last 5 World Cups, we're going to select, let's go with 245 for, actually that seems, 245 for yellow cards. Let's go with 19 red cards. Select next, and then it lets us know that our prediction is complete. Now, if I were to hit build a token, that will then use MetaMask. It's going to take, it's going to ask for approval, take 0.15 Ether out of MetaMask, along with a small gas transaction fee, and that then builds my token. Now, the reason it's called a token is because each prediction you put in, so like this, is a smart contract in itself. It's utilizing the ERC 721 token, which was most known for the CryptoKitties. So it makes our prediction a smart contract that is then tradable. So if I go back to my tokens and click on the one I had already made where Spain is the winner, let's say we go through the group stage and I'm in first place overall. But I wasn't really sure how my teams were going to continue, maybe I wasn't feeling so good about it. So I could then actually put my ticket up for sale, And someone could then pay whatever price I put in Ether for the rights to my token. They then have ownership of the token, and then I would take that price and it's no longer mine. It's, again, kind of like CryptoKitties, where I trade my ticket to them, they're the new owner, and then if Spain goes on to win it and everything else kind of falls into place, then they are given that the pool money. So it's a pretty cool use of the 721 token, but I'm just gonna hold on to it for now, and we'll see what happens once this all gets started. Now, last but not least, really good job with the FAQs. They've got the white paper, the one pager, if you want to check all that out. The cool thing also is a question you might have is, well, how does the system know if the scores are accurate? And what they're utilizing is what's known as an oracle. So they're using, I believe it's similar to the APIs like ESPN gets, or other big sports networks, where they're all delivered the score on a real-time basis, and I believe that's the API they're receiving. The oracles are like a trusted party that will go into CryptoCup and verify each individual score, and that's going to be how it determines who is correct with their predictions. All right, and again, you can enter CryptoCup until 11 p.m. tonight, Wednesday the 13th. After that, it closes down because the World Cup begins tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. But if you do enter within the next 6 hours, good luck. We'll keep up and see how everything goes. And again, if you like this video and want to follow and see more real live products on blockchain, please subscribe. I'll add maybe a Telegram and a Twitter page to follow along as well. And thanks again for joining me here on the first video of ChainTrek.